Good afternoon, guys. Hi, sis. I see SKW Lifts is in here already. She said first. It feels good to be doing a live. I haven't done a live in over a month. I think it's been 1 month actually. And so whenever I was like creating it, I was like, I need to remember how to do this because it's been so long. But what's up, everyone? I'm back. I'm doing another live. I feel like I've been saying I want to go live for quite some time now, and life's been a little busy, so it feels good to kind of be back doing a live. But I am going to be painting. We did so much this weekend, so I'm so excited to just kind of like update you guys and share some of the fun projects that we did this weekend. And then I have a pot. I actually got this terracotta pot at the Habitat for Humanity, and it was only $3. So I picked this up. Hi, Ryan. How's it going? Hi, Greg. Happy St. Patty's Day, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm not wearing green. Well, I'm not going to go change now. I'm not going to do that. But it's so funny because yesterday we went and had dinner and then like went out to a bar around us, and I was wearing green yesterday, and then on Thursday and Friday for work I actually wore green. So I've been wearing green for the past few days, but then of course on actual St. Patty's Day I forgot to wear green. So that's okay. My sister, she's back and with bangs. Yes, I have bangs, guys. That is like a big update right there. If you saw my last video, I did say I have bangs in my last video, but I did get bangs. I'm gonna be honest. Bangs are a little overrated. I got them and I was so excited to get them, but they are a lot of work. And my hairdresser, she told me, she's like, are you sure you want to go that short with bangs? They're a lot of work. Are you ready to style them every day? I wasn't ready. But you know, we got them, so we're working with them. I had to go and like blow dry them before this because they were looking a little crazy. I was giving Elvis before this. We've been doing a lot of like house projects and like yard work and stuff like that. So if I'm being honest, just having bangs while doing the yard work, it's very humid here in South Carolina. So my bangs were, yeah, they've been fun. I need to get some headbands, definitely. Hi, Mom. How are you feeling? Thanks for joining the live. I know you are not feeling that well. My poor mom is under the weather, so definitely say a little prayer for her to recover soon. Greg said, I'm Irish, so I have green blood. That's funny. That's awesome. My husband is actually Irish too, so he doesn't need to wear green. Hi, Denise. How are you? But guys, we're going to be painting on today's live. So I went to Dollar General and I got some acrylic paint to paint my terracotta pot. This is such a good size pot. I need to wash it out. They had like smaller ones at Dollar General, and I'm glad that I went to the Habitat for Humanity because I found this big one for $3. So I'm not sure what they were going for at Dollar General. They didn't have price tags on them, and that always makes me nervous because it's either it's a good price, like marked down, or it's like it's going to be expensive. So we got lucky at Habitat for Humanity. Hi, Grandma. How's it going? My grandma sent the cutest selfie in our group chat earlier today wearing her green, and she was on her way to church. And I was just like, Gram is she's serving, looking all cutesy today. I have a little piece of cardboard, so I'm just going to throw my paint on there. The goal of this, the vision I have, is I'm going to paint this all white. And then I'll probably paint like inside a little bit too, just like probably the first 2 inches of the inside white. And then I'm going to do blue stripes around it. So I think that's going to be really like white and blue stripes. So I think it's going to look really good. I might not get to the blue stripes in this video because I'm probably going to paint it all white and then have to let it dry. Oh, Rex. Hi. Come on. Hi. Rex is right here. I don't know if you can see him. Hi. Good boy. Careful. He just loves to say hi. I know. Okay. Gotta get down. Rex, actually, I have a big old bruise on my leg right now because Rex got very excited when I was coming home yesterday, and I should have known better than to like open my door whenever he saw me, because he gets excited when I'm home, and he was out in the front with my husband. And so whenever I parked, I opened my door, and I didn't expect him to literally rush and jump inside of my car on top of me. And so his nails clawed into my leg, and now I have like a massive scratch and a big old bruise. So it's a little tender on my leg. So when he was jumping, I'm like, please don't touch my bruise. I'm naturally really clumsy, so honestly my legs are pretty bruised up just from bumping into random stuff. I was at work last week, and I was like walking to the front, and there's just a massive wall into like the cafe kitchen, and I straight up ran into the wall, and I'm like, I know this is here, but I still run into it. It makes sense, just, I know it's there, but I'm gonna run into it. Rex loves his mama. Yes, he does. I love him too. I couldn't even be mad at him because it was my fault. I shouldn't have opened my door, but I did feel bad because I'm like, oh, poor Rex. Anytime I'm in my car, he associates that with the PARK, so he thought we were going, but we were not going. He did go for a walk though. Ryan said, I have leprechaun on my shoulders. I got green covered. Hey, that's awesome. I know. I honestly want to go and like change into green. I'll probably change into green after this. I have upped my green wardrobe. That has been like one of my favorite colors recently. I've always really loved green, but I feel like one of my favorite colors growing up used to be red, but I never wore a lot of red. But now one of my favorite colors is green, but I wear a lot of green. So green is definitely, I don't know, it just makes me happy when I wear green. So I own a lot of green. I just forgot to wear it today. Green is a sleigh. I like teal too. It sure is. I like teal. I wish I had it inside. I don't, but I found a teal pot at the Habitat for Humanity. I always want to say Salvation Army, but the Habitat for Humanity. And that one was $12, which I was like, is this a little expensive? But honestly, with the prices of like at Lowe's for some of the planter pots, I think $12 was a good deal for like how big the pot is. And it's a little bigger than this. So corned beef for dinner tonight. Yum. Ooh, that sounds delicious, Greg. You gotta ship me a plate. I made some tacos for lunch today. We always try to do like once a month Costco runs, but we actually have Josh's parents, my in-laws, visiting. They're coming on Tuesday. And so we wanted to do a little Costco run just so we can have all the goods and get some meat for when they're here, because we're going to do a lot of grilling. So we got one of those like pre-packaged taco kits that they have. And I honestly, every time I make it, it's so good. Corinne said, Dad, making your fave pork belly. I know. Actually, my dad sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, jealous. I love pork belly tacos. They are so good. We had them. We made pork belly not too long ago, and we had so much extra. I ended up freezing some of it. So now next time I want pork belly, I'll just have to defrost it in the meats and heat it up, of course, but the meat's done. So that's something I've been really trying to do more recently, is like after I cook something, if we have leftover, like I freeze it. So then it's just kind of like a frozen ready meal. All I have to do is defrost it, and it saves so much time. I actually have some roast that I made. I made the roast probably like 2 months ago, and I still have some in the freezer. And then I defrosted some of it and put like barbecue sauce. Oh, so good. So good. I love a crock pot meal, and I love just like a fast, quick meal, but it tastes so good. It's a labor of love because I did a lot of work to cook it in the beginning, but then I freeze it so then it doesn't feel like it. Corinne, your favorite store, Costco. Greg said, it's funny. So we grew up going to going to Sam's Club, and so I've always been like a Sam's Club girly. Always did Sam's Club, and then my husband, he's been a member at Costco. I can't remember now. He's been a member forever. So whenever, obviously, we moved in together, and then when we got married, I became an honorary Costco girly because I don't need 2 memberships. That'd just be ridiculous. So now I'm an honorary Costco girl. But I know my sister, she does prefer Sam's Club over Costco, which I will say I have been on like Instacart, and I've seen some of the things at Sam's Club. And obviously they're going to have different things or different stores, but sometimes I like the Sam's Club items. But I will say I love Costco. I love it. They're pretty similar though. I will say some of the prices vary for sure, but that's anywhere. You just gotta keep an eye and see where the deals are. But again, I do Costco just because we have the membership and that 4% back is nice. Curran said, my enemy. I went to Sam's Club today. Costco has cool house things though. They do. But that self-checkout was very nerve-wracking. Okay, I think it's like they have the self-checkout, but then it's like it always makes me nervous because the line is so long, and then it's like, I don't know. I just feel like the self-checkout at Costco is a little chaotic. I do wish we had the Sam's Club like pay and scan, and then you can like leave, which I think is just so convenient. My husband and I have found a little like, at least for our location, we noticed that everyone lines up by the self-checkout, and I'm talking like, it's like the line goes back to like aisles. So you're like basically making this giant line down the store. And we realized that if you like walk going like towards other aisles, probably like 4 aisles down, there's all these other like checkouts that you can just like go through someone that works at Costco and have them scan it. And it's so much faster to do that rather than just trying to do the self-checkout, because the self-checkout, I feel like everyone's trying to do that. So we've been doing that. We just kind of go through one of the aisles where they scan it for you, and it's so much easier. So we also go right when they open. We woke up at 7 today, and they open at 10. So we went to Lowe's, and then we went to Costco. Corinne said, scan and go it's the best. I agree. Greg said, I like to chat with the cashiers. Same. I feel like it's fun. And my husband and I always try to like, we guess what the price of like what we buy is going to be. So we're like $150, or like we just make a guess on what it's going to be. Today hurt. It did hurt. I was like, I didn't want to guess what today was, but I was off. I'll say that. I guessed lower than what it was. And Josh took the cake on that one. But it's always funny because we do that. And then like the cashiers also will like give us their guess of what they think it is, or they'll be like, all right, are you ready? We're gonna put the final number up there. So cool little banter we have with them. Greg said, I hate self-checkout. Depending on what store I'm at, I agree. I did go to Dollar General this morning and I did self-checkout, and I think it was, I know what I'm doing at Dollar General, so it's easy. But at like Costco, I get so stressed out because I feel like I have to like, I feel like I'm almost like missing something. So I don't like doing self-checkout at Costco at all. And I also feel like when you have like a giant cart of stuff, like doing self-checkout is just, it's not the best. At Dollar General, I literally bought paint today and paintbrushes. So of course that was like relatively easy for me to do myself. And there was no line, which was really nice. Corinne said, I tried to make their days. Aww. I like to go to Winn-Dixie or Aldi's to talk to the cashiers. Yes, I bet you do make their day. My sister has like such a sweet aura about her. So I bet when she's talking to them, they feel all happy. Corinne said, I don't like using self-checkout at CVS because the machine is so loud. Oh, I don't know. Actually, yes, I have done self-checkout. Sometimes our CVS is only self-checkout. I've noticed a few times, actually. I went to CVS and there's like I know there has to be someone in the store, but it's like only self-checkout, and I don't see anyone. So then I'm like, okay, well, hopefully this doesn't mess up on me. But yeah, the CVS is very loud. It's like, please take your receipt over and over. Greg said, if you buy beer or wine, you still need someone to override it. Yeah, that is true. Because then they have to put your like date of birth in. So then it's sometimes self-checkout ends up being a whole hassle. I agree. But what is everyone up to on this lovely St. Patty's Day? I feel like they closed like the streets down. I know for sure in Mount Pleasant, we went to the beach yesterday, and it was so pretty. It was kind of like, it was a little scary though, because whenever we were walking up, the high tide was so, like you could see where high tide was, but then it like went back in. There were so many jellyfish everywhere. Like I have actually never seen so many jellyfish, and it was kind of, obviously the ocean, like there's creatures in there, that's their home, but it's kind of like unsettling when you see how many jellyfish were like on the beach. And I felt bad because they were all washed up, so they were obviously like they weren't gonna make it. And so it was crazy. There was like probably like I'd say at least 100 jellyfish like scattered all around the beach. It was kind of insane. I was like, that would be a bad day if you're swimming and you just get stung by a jellyfish. And there was like little ones, big ones, they were all sizes. So it was pretty crazy. I was looking for some shark teeth, no luck. But I feel like you have to go like way early in the morning to find shark teeth, because that's just the best time to do it. Sorry, I'm trying not to put the brush in my face, but I'm trying to see. This is coming out really good. I'll probably need to do 2 coats of this white if I'm being honest. This acrylic paint was only $3 for this big bottle, so I only got a small container of the blue that I'm going to use. It's like it's almost like a royal blue, so I probably will have to go back because it's literally this big. Enjoying the nice day here, cleaning some canary cages. Nice. The weather has been absolutely beautiful in South Carolina. We spent majority of our weekend outside. We did so much yard work. We got a bunch of bushes planted on the side of our house, and we got that all cleared up. And first, we had to obviously like blow out the leaves, get the weeds pulled, and then we went to a local nursery, and we're trying to find like what would work best in that area, because the sun doesn't really hit the sides of our house that much. I would say it probably gets about 3 to 5 hours of like direct sunlight. So we needed something that didn't need like a ton of light. And it was really helpful because we actually spoke with someone that worked at the nursery, and they were able to point us in the right direction. And they were so sweet. It was so funny because we were like talking, and this was our second trip. So we went earlier in the morning. It was so busy there. So we were like, let's just like window shop, and then we'll come back and actually like talk with someone. Because we needed help. We needed direction of like kind of what to do, because we're new at this. So we wanted to make sure we got something that was obviously going to last if we're spending the money. And we went later on in the afternoon, and it was like perfect timing. There was actually a gentleman just like right there, helped us. And it was so funny because he like showed us 3 options, and then right away we're like, okay, we want that. And he was like, well, that was easy. I'm sure, I don't know if that's like common for someone to just like right away. I'm sure it's not. So we kind of had an idea of what we wanted, and exactly what he showed us was like exactly it. So it all worked out. It looks so good. I did film. I actually have quite a few videos. So I have a video that my mom came to visit, and it was kind of like a last minute trip. We ended up both having a free weekend. So she came to visit, her and her boyfriend Rick, and it was so nice to have them. We had some quality time, and we cooked some good food, and we gardened, and we did crafts, and it was honestly the perfect weekend. I had so much fun. And it went by obviously way too quick, but it was awesome to kind of have that time with them. And so I did film that, and my mom gave lots of plant knowledge and just kind of went over all the different veggies and plants that she brought me. So I'm very excited. I'm editing that today. That's like top of my list. It's crazy. It's only 3:20. So we got back by 1:30 today and had like majority of stuff done. So then I was like, why not go live? And then now I'm editing. So after this video, I'll be editing some more. Curran said it's kind of yucky outside, like the humidity. Yeah, honestly, the humidity has not been bad here. I'm in a sweatshirt. Of course, outside I've been kind of taking it on and off because it's like I get cold and hot and cold and hot. But it feels good to like feel hot. I've missed warm weather. I am definitely like, I love warm weather over cold weather. So I do love fall time, but like I was ready for some warm weather, and like being able to go to the beach yesterday was just so nice. We obviously didn't get in the water. The water was freezing. I thought about bringing a suit, but then I was like, no. And honestly, after seeing the jellyfish, I'm glad I didn't wear a suit because that just alone kind of freaked me out. Again, I know they literally live in the ocean, but there's something about like actually seeing them. I kind of like to like out of sight, out of mind, not see them. So then I don't think about them, where like yesterday I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many jellyfish. So that would have been a rough day. Corinne threw me under the bus here. No, I have sad news. Well, not sad news. Sad news for me. I broke my SD card. This is the second time this has happened to me, not with my SD card. So a few months back, I actually texted Corinne about this incident too. I had a brand new concealer that I got for my birthday, and it was like, I think it was like $31. So it was pricier than like what I would normally spend on makeup. So I literally talked myself out of buying this. And then I was like, okay, it's your birthday. You have a coupon, buy it. Bought it. Literally not even like a few weeks later, I drop the concealer in my bathroom and it busts open, and it just like, I broke it. It doesn't close now, and there's like concealer everywhere. It's a mess. I still use it because like I paid for that, so I'm going to get my money's worth out of it, but I can't travel with it. I can't it's in a literal Ziploc bag. So broke that by dropping it. And then in my bathroom again, I have my SD card and my camera. I go to take my SD card out, and then, I was just going to like blow in it and then clean it out and then put it back in. So I went to go do that. I drop my SD card and it falls, and the little piece, I guess on the side of the SD card, there's a piece that locks it and unlocks it. It's like a tiny, tiny piece. Well, out of everything that could happen, the little lock piece falls off of it. I don't realize this at the time. So I'm just like, I was just cleaning it. I wasn't like filming or anything. So then I'm like, okay, it's fine, blah, blah, blah. And then I go to use my camera yesterday, and I realized that my SD card, whenever I go to turn on, it goes SD card locked. And I'm like, I've never seen this before. What does it mean, SD card locked? And then I'm like, oh, well, I did drop my SD card, so maybe I like messed something up. So I Googled what happened, and it says to unlock your SD card, just push the button down. Well, I can't find the button. When I dropped it, that piece apparently broke off. And so now my SD card's broken because I've already vacuumed in my bathroom. I've cleaned that bathroom. So I already looked too. There's no way that little piece is in there anymore. And moral of the story is I need to be more careful. I'm pretty clumsy, guys. So it's going to happen. I can kind of just like laugh at these things because it's like, that's all I can do. But it's funny because I'm like, really, out of like everything, I have to break my SD card, and then I broke my makeup or my concealer. So I just need to be more careful is the moral of the story. A makeup explosion. Good afternoon, Rhondamus. How you doing? Yeah, definitely a makeup explosion. Whenever it happened, I was like, oh, I was so upset. But it's okay. Karen said, I looked at the weather and maybe I'm being dramatic because the humidity for today is 58. I feel like 58, I don't know how to scale it. Is it like normally like 100 there? I feel like that would depend. If it's normally like, not me dropping something else. Oh, I'm so clumsy. This dropped on carpet though. My little lippy, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't actually know if I feel like 58% sounds like a lot, but if it's like normally 100, then maybe that's good humidity. You do have a pool though. I would jump in the pool if I were you if it's too hot outside. I really would love to have a pool. I feel like that's the thing though, is like when you have a pool, you might not use it as much compared to like if you don't have a pool, then you want a pool. It's always you want what you don't have. And so I'm always like, I want a pool so bad, but I don't have one. But I will say, when we lived in Austin, our community had a pool and we used it all the time. So maybe I would use a pool if I had a pool. But I know having a pool is a lot of work though, because you have to get all the chlorine and all that. So I don't know if I'm up for all that. I would like a pool membership where I can like go rent when I want to go swimming. I'm really excited to like be able to go swimming in the ocean. Hopefully here soon. My mom was saying that we're still gonna have cold weather or chillier weather here, but it's been beautiful the past few days, so we'll see. I haven't checked the weather for the next upcoming week though. I'm sure it's gonna be nice though. My painting is coming along very nice. I'm gonna do 2 coats for this for sure. I don't know if I'll get through the whole pot on live today, but it feels good to be live and just chatting with you guys. I have missed you. I know I upload videos. I try to upload once a week, but kind of the reason where I've been and why I haven't been doing lives is life has just been crazy and super busy. And if I'm being honest, like doing the 75 hard plus like YouTube plus live plus like work, I just felt a little overwhelmed. Rex, there must be someone walking by. I just like felt a little overwhelmed and just something had to give. And I didn't want to give up like posting weekly, but I knew that like I was doing posting weekly and a weekly live. So I was like, one of them, maybe I just ease up on the lives for a bit. So I'm feeling good. I mean, life is still super busy, but I feel not as overwhelmed lately. So I want to start back up doing lives and just doing the weekly updates, even if maybe I don't do every week, even if I do like bi-weekly lives, I feel like that would be cool. So then it's not so much during the week, but I'm still able to like connect with you guys and kind of do my lives because I genuinely love doing lives. I feel like they're really fun. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'm thinking bi-weekly lives is what the direction that we would go in. So we'll see. My sister Corinne has been crushing it with her lives. I don't know if she's going live today. If you are going live today, Corinne, you should definitely link your YouTube in the comments so people can have that. But she's been crushing it. We're trying to get her watch hours up so that she can get monetized. So we'll see. Hopefully soon. I know she's been crushing it with her videos. She's posting weekly as well. So we're just grinding it out, you know? But life's been really good. I'm still doing the 75 hard challenge. It's been a journey. I'm on day 63 today. So I did the math, hang on, 12 more days. And then I'm done with the challenge, which kind of is crazy to say. It's been a journey. I'm definitely going to do a video on like how it's been and just like the pros and cons to it. Because to me, there's a lot of pros, but there's also been a few things that I'm like, there are some cons to it. But also that's just like perspective and how everyone's life is. It's so different for every single person. So, but there has been more benefits than anything, and I feel so good. I'm gonna feel so good whenever I finish, I'll tell you that. But I'm also not gonna just like stop doing the habits that I've built while doing this challenge. I think this is the push I needed to kind of like change the direction of like how I was going and just like get back on a healthy lifestyle and really like make the change I need to make in my life to feel good, to feel fueled, to have discipline. Um, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know this is my second attempt at the 75 hard. And the first time, I think I only lasted like 10 days or something, or not even 10 days. But I will say the reason I failed the first time was my mom came to go wedding dress shopping with me, and I was in the moment and I wanted a glass of champagne. So that's why I failed when I did it the first time. There's definitely like life is short, and sometimes you just have to drink a glass of champagne, you know? But also, like, I think this go around, I've had just a healthier mindset and more of a disciplined mindset, if that makes sense. So I felt a lot more motivated this go around. Oh yeah, Corinne is going live at 6 p.m. She says, appreciate if you guys join, like chatting with the YouTube peeps. Yes, I'll be there. My sister said, you're crushing it. Thanks, sis. Yeah, I text Corinne quite a lot, which is SKW Lives. And I'm always like, oh, I want this donut, or I want this. And she's always like, no, you don't. You don't want it. You want it right now, but you're not going to want it after you have it. And I'm like, you're right. So she helps keep me on track. I definitely need the accountability sometimes. Corinne said, it's okay. I failed too whenever I tried last year. It's hard. I'm like, it's definitely a hard challenge. The name is 75 hard for a reason. This is definitely challenging. I also feel like you are already so disciplined and so good though. You crush it every day. But I've been really like reflecting a lot on like kind of the different tasks I want to bring into like my everyday life after this, and kind of there's an influencer I follow. Her name is Nikki Dolan, I think is how you say her last name, and she was doing the 75 hard challenge, and then she ended up failing actually. And she said after this, she was like, even though I failed, this isn't just like 75 hard, this is 75 realistic. And I really, really like that. So I'm thinking like after this, it's obviously not still 75 hard, but it's like, this is my life after this. And like what I take from the program is like going to be nice. So I definitely still want to keep up my reading, but I've decided that I'm not going to, I think I'm going to do audiobooks instead of like an actual physical book. So that's one thing. Water, it's getting hotter every single day here. And so I think drinking a gallon of water is very good, especially with the warmer months approaching. And working out, I have felt so good working out. And let me tell you, that's probably been one of the hardest parts, because I'm like, 2 workouts every single day is just a lot. It's a lot. But at the same time, I have never felt this good. And a lot of that is because of the working out. So it's like, there has to be a balance. I'm finding my balance. I got to finish this challenge first. And then after that, I'm going to find the balance and kind of keep up some of these habits. And just, it's really changed my mindset and perspective on things. So it's going to be cool to see how it goes after the challenge, and what I keep up and what I kind of change to fit my own lifestyle. So that's kind of the life update, guys. Another fun update, which I'm spilling the beans before. I have been filming today. I filmed like our whole day of like going to Lowe's, and we finished our porch today, and the porch looks so good. I'm going to spill the beans completely. I'm going to show you guys a picture of what it looks like. We ended up getting a new rug. There was no rug outside, so we just got a rug for the outside. And then we also got 2 new plant babies out there. And then my husband like scrubbed all the pollen off of the 2 tables outside because they were green. The pollen has been strong. My allergies have been going through the roof lately because of it, but I'm not complaining because I love the warm weather. I will have allergies gladly for warm weather. But the cars are even like, we need to go get a car wash because they're so full of pollen. But this is what our rug looks like. We got it at Lowe's. Let's see if it'll adjust. There we go. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. I'm really really obsessed. We actually bought a rug from Target and then it was out of stock. So then I got like a notification like, your item is out of stock. So then we canceled that order. And then we were already going to Lowe's. So I was like, why don't we just look at Lowe's, see if they have anything? And of course they did. And it's actually, I like this rug better than the other one that we were gonna buy. So everything worked out how it was supposed to. And this rug has multiple colors in it and it's a little more loud and bright. And personally, I like that. Like I like a lot of bright colors. So it looks really good. And we also got 2 plant babies out there. You guys will see more in depth in the video that I post. I got some good shots of it. But yeah, that is kind of all the updates that have been happening. I appreciate you guys kind of sticking with me, even though I've been so bad about posting lives, really going live. I've been decent at posting. I've been trying to at least be decent at posting, but I know for lives I have been kind of absent. It's been a month, but we are back at it, feeling good, and I'm excited to get into the summer months and continue to kind of garden and try new hobbies. One of my biggest goals of 2024 was to try new hobbies and kind of just be more creative. So I've been full force gardening. We actually have some gardening stuff to do today. I need to finish planting my peppers. My mom said not to plant my peppers yet, but I think I might plant them and then I'll bring those pots inside so that it's not out in the cold if it gets cold. But I just want to get them like in a pot already instead of just being in little containers. The rug is Rex approved. I don't have a photo of Rex on the rug, but I'm sure we'll probably eat dinner out there later and I'm sure he'll be right out there laying on it. He was very excited and very curious of like, what is going on? What is this new item? So he loves a good rug. He's actually laying on the rug in the living room right now. He must be sunbathing a bit because all the windows are open and I'm very excited to enjoy the rest of the sunshine. I'm so happy that the time change is here and that we're getting more light in the afternoons. I feel like that is another big thing. I feel like not having sunlight in the afternoons was really getting to me. Like when I would get home from work, it was basically dark out and I was just like, so sad. It almost made me want to go to sleep early, which I do go to bed really early. My family, or at least my in-laws are always like, you're in bed by like 8 p.m. every night. And I'm like, I know I am. I love sleep and I love my bed. So I am an early riser and an early, like I go to bed early as well. So I don't know. I like to wake up early. So if I go to bed early, then I have more in my morning. That's like my logic in my head. Corinne said, Rex is so funny. The patio area is his room pretty much. He kills me when he sits on that chair. Yeah. So I feel like I don't know if I've put this in a video, but Rex literally likes to sit on the patio furniture and like lay down. Like last night we had a fire and Josh and I were sitting out by the fire and I had to let Rex in because he was clawing at the door and he goes and lays on the patio couch and is just like sleeping by himself. And I'm just like, he doesn't want to hang out with us. He wants to be in his little area over there. So he really enjoys the outside porch. And I think we are going to spend a lot more time out there now that it's feeling extra cozy and just with more sunshine out. We ate lunch out there earlier today and I'm literally staring at it right now. And I'm going to do some gardening on the porch after this live. But yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and end this live off here. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a beautiful week. And definitely stay tuned for another garden video coming this week. I might be posting Tuesday or Wednesday. It just depends on how soon I get it edited. And then I don't want to pick this up because it's all wet, but we got our little pot all painted. I'll probably do one more coat, and then I'll post the results on the community so you guys can see. But again, happy St. Patrick's Day. Thanks again for chatting with me, and I love you all so, so much. Bye, guys. See you in next week's video.